Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my second time filming this video because I don't know why, but for some reason the footage got deleted. So let's do this all over again. Today I'm talking all about hair care. This is a very requested video from you guys. And I have gone through some crazy shit with my hair. So just to begin, let me give you a little background on my hair. This is not the hair that you're seeing today. The hair that you see on my Instagram is not the hair I grew up with. I have naturally extremely curly hair. I will add in a video probably right now. Curly hair is a gift and a curse. It is extremely thick, but in general, curly hair is a lot drier than straight hair. There's not as much oil in it, which is why it curls. I think that's how it works. In my case, that's how it works. So I have the kind of hair that absorbs a lot of things, but at the same time, I also have to be careful with what I do to my hair because it is on the drier side. My entire life, all I wanted was straight hair. I felt like having curly hair, I didn't feel sexy, I didn't feel put together. I would always have my hair in a bun, it would get frizzy, and parents would always tell me like, embrace it, everybody has straight hair, this is what differentiates you, you're so exotic, it makes you so beautiful and different. Now looking back, I understand what they were saying and I get it because a lot of people do have straight or wavy hair, and I was sort of special in the sense that I had this really curly, ringlet type hair. With that being said, I think that the most important thing is feeling confident and good in your skin. And I feel better with straighter hair. And I have been on this like crazy journey to transform my hair into the hair that I always wanted. And I'm finally here, and I've gone through a lot of crap with my hair, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, mainly a lot of downs more than ups. But now I'm on the up rise, and I kind of know what works and what doesn't work for me, and I want to share all my tips and tricks. When I was younger, like I told you, I was always dying to have straight hair, and my mom would call it the law of the land, and she would say like, it's the law of the land. What if you have straight hair, you want curly hair? If you have curly hair, you want straight hair. And when I was younger, everyone was like, oh my god, I'm so jealous of your hair, and I was like, you're not. It's a lot of maintenance, like it's annoying. Like I was a kid and I would have to do treatments at the time. I was always getting like knots and all these things. High maintenance to have curly hair. Just gonna say, whenever I would have an event or something to go to and my mom would allow me to get my hair done, I was like, not upset. I was so happy. I felt like another person. I had like a pep in my step, and it just made me feel a lot more confident, and I felt so much better about myself. Eventually, as I got older, I got a part-time job. My mom was no longer sort of in control of what I was doing to my hair, and once a week I would go and get a blow dry, and that was the beginning of my like experience of always having straight hair. I would get a blow dry once a week, and I would make it last for the week, and then every week I would go, and I was spending a lot of money on it because at the time I had a part-time job. I was in school, and I wasn't making a ton of money, and my blow dries were like $65, and this was like, then there was this whole new fad called the Brazilian blowout, aka a keratin treatment. I went, I got one. Originally keratin treatments were filled with chemicals and formaldehyde so that it would actually chemically straighten your hair. That was like the beginning of the end of my hair. Like that was the start of my real hair issues. Definitely did make my hair straighter, but my hair also started like, every time I get a blow dry, it was just getting shorter and shorter because it had killed whatever was already dead, and then it just started breaking off, and slowly my hair was getting shorter and less thick and not as healthy, of course. And then one day I decided, oh, I want to go honey blonde. Don't know why, don't know what was like inspiring me to do it. I went blonde. Well, I went honey blonde. Within a month after going honey blonde, I went and got another keratin that was still like the chemical one, because it was before the time where they had another alternative. And I swear to you, that was it. Like my hair was toast, it was finished, but I was not giving up. I was not just gonna like let my hair be. I was like, no, I'm gonna like make this shit work. Like I'm still gonna have my hair straight. Got clip-in extensions. I became addicted to clip-in extensions. If any of you girls have worn them, you know the feeling. It's like a security blanket. You feel so hot, you feel skinnier, you feel like another person, and I don't even know another way to explain it other than a security blanket. So I became addicted to my clip-in extensions. I wore them every single day. If I was gonna wear a ponytail, I would put them here and then like do a ponytail and like tie them into the ponytail somehow. And it became this like dependency. I was like really dependent on the clip-in extensions. If I didn't have them, I didn't feel confident. Really the beginning of a very long relationship with extensions in general. At the time I was dating somebody who absolutely hated anything to do with like spray tans, extensions, makeup, whatever. And I get that it probably wasn't the most attractive thing if you want to like touch someone's hair and you're like, there's like extensions sitting there, but at the same time, the fact that they made me feel confident. I fast forward like a couple of years or maybe a year and a half, we had broken up, and I was like, I was like, I'm going to get real extensions now. It was like my vindication. Like, I'm going to go get real extensions put in my hair. And that's when I started doing these extensions called Keratin Fusion extensions. They're like piece by piece, and at the top they have this like little, almost like a tube, and it's plastic, and then they basically take like a piece of your hair, attach it, and then like they take this like heat gun and they sort of like do this, and it's like, then next thing you know, you have this like crazy long hair, and you have these like little like plastic things like all around your head that like if you feel it, it kind of feels like a cheese grater, like just being honest. Those were the worst thing I ever did to my hair. Damaged my hair beyond, well, not beyond repair, because now I've repaired it, but it took so long to repair the damage I did with those. If any of you guys have those, stop doing them. Did those extensions for, I would say, about a year to a year and a half, until one day I was at the hair salon and I met this woman, Cynthia, and she owned a company called Tresse. They're still around today. She makes tape extensions. Those extensions actually saved my hair, and it was a great way to transition into getting my hair healthy. So what they were was, it was tape, hair attached to them. They were probably about an inch like wide, and you would basically take off the tape, you would take one and you would take the other. So just to show you as an example, like let's say I was doing it on this, it would be a lot less hair than this, but like let's say I was doing it on this hair, you would take one tape under, one tape on top, bam, no heat, and then it was stuck to your hair, and it was really good quality glue, and it would last. And they didn't damage your hair. I would take them out with coconut oil. I would suggest getting some tape extensions. Look into Tresse. I will tag the name here because they really did save my hair, and they are a lot better for the health of your hair and the longevity. During the time that I had these tape and extensions, I was still doing keratins. Formaldehyde became illegal in Canada. Keratins were getting better. There wasn't as much chemical in it. It wasn't damaging the hair as much. So it was sort of all kind of working together to make my hair a little bit healthier. Those keratin treatments would really help my hair grow. It would help keep it healthy. It would help with the fact that you're not putting as much heat onto your hair, because keratin sort of does relax your hair. It takes the curl out. So it just makes it a lot easier to blow dry, and it made it a lot easier to manage. So I wasn't putting as much, I wasn't damaging my hair as much, because I had this treatment that was sort of helping with my hair. And keratin is a protein that we already have in our hair. I think people who have straighter hair have more keratin, people with curly hair have less. So it was just adding this protein to my hair, and it's actually in the end making my hair stronger. I'm not gonna go too deep into what keratin treatments are. I'll talk a little bit more about it in this video, but I will one day do a full segment on keratin treatment. Around the time that I was doing these keratins and using the tape extension, my hair was getting healthier. Eventually it was about 2 years I was doing the tape extensions, and then finally we sort of weaned our way off of them. 2 years ago, I got rid of the extensions for good. My hair was about here. Now my hair is, I mean, here, and I've done a lot of cuts and things like that, of course. What it is that I've actually trained my hair to be this natural sort of beachy wave. My hair now takes like 20 minutes to blow dry, so I have everything I wanted, which was like straightish, wavy hair, I've kind of made happen. I was able to get straight hair. It was like miracles can happen. I'm giving you a little back info on like all the shit that I went through with my hair, some of like the process that I went through. A lot of you guys can probably relate to it, because I know I get a ton of messages from girls who are like, I'm still in that extension phase. What do I do? Do I do the extension? Should I just let my hair be? So now what I want to do is I want to give you my tips. These are not like tips I found on the internet. These are things that I have done in my life that have worked for me. I can never promise that my things are going to work for you, but they're pretty general and they should work for everybody. The one thing I do want to mention is that I have a specific hair type. I have very thick, naturally curly hair, so my hair is drier. The products I use are definitely very moisturizing. If you're someone who has thin hair, if you're someone who has oily hair, I would just be a little bit more careful and fact check or double check the products that I suggest, because again, my hair is naturally very coarse, very dry, and very curly. So my hair absorbs things like a sponge. If you have hair that's oily, that's a little bit thinner, it may not work the same for you, and it might make your hair really oily. So, you know, I can only speak on my experience. I can only speak on what works for me. Feel free to try my tips out. If you have very different hair from me, I would just do research, maybe make sure that it's good for you before you get the items that I suggest. It is Tuesday afternoon. I'm gonna go wash my hair now. This is my hair before. I generally wash my hair Tuesdays and Saturdays. Saturdays I'll usually go get a blow dry in the hairdresser, and Tuesdays I'll let it hair dry. So what I'm gonna do now is I have combed out my hair. I always brush my hair out before getting into the shower so that when I wash it, I can really get deep into my scalp and really get through my hair. And then I am going to come out of the shower once I've shampooed, not air dry, towel dry. And then I'm gonna show you how I apply my treatment, leave it in and show you how I do my whole little air dry routine situation so that you can better understand, because no matter how many times I say it on Instagram, it's not clear. So here we go. So these are the products that are my go-to products that I'm now using all the time. So I'm just gonna focus on these ones. This shampoo, you guys have seen me talk about it 100 times. It is the Boo Bamboo Organic Shampoo. It is very affordable. It's all natural. It doesn't have any sulfates, any parabens, any DEAs, and it's completely natural, as I said. So it's amazing because I have a keratin treatment, so I cannot use sulfate shampoos, otherwise it will eat away at the keratin. This is a strengthening shampoo. It really cleans the hair. I always do 2 shampoos. On the first shampoo, it won't really sud, but it will clean. And then on my second shampoo, I've been using recently this VERB Go shampoo. I'm loving it. It makes my hair super weightless, and I have really thick hair, so I love that about this. And it's also very moisturizing. And on the second shampoo, it really does sud up and get it really clean. So I just got out of the shower. I did the 2 shampoos that I just talked about. First with the Boo Bamboo Organic Shampoo, then with the VERB Go Shampoo, and then I just basically rinse it out and put my hair up into a turban so that it's towel dried. And I'm going to now remove the towel, and then this is my hair straight up, no treatment, no moisturizer in it. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to use my treatment, add it all over my hair, and just sort of try and avoid the roots. My go-to treatment is the Uemura Ultimate Remedy. I talk about this all the time. So what I'm gonna do is just open it up. It's literally almost finished. I should have probably got a new thing before doing this tutorial. Put it on my hands. So next what I do is I take a thin tooth comb. This is by Uemura. You could use whatever you want. And I like to start at the bottom of my hair and then work my way up so I'm not pulling at my root and damaging the hair. The comb really helps evenly distribute the product and makes it really go all over the hair to all the strands. And since I've been doing this, it's been about a year, I really notice a difference. My hair is completely combed out. I am basically just going to let this treatment sit in my hair now for the next 20 to 25 minutes, and I go about my day. I'm gonna put on my makeup, I'm gonna get dressed, and then I'm gonna show you how. Okay, so it's been 25 minutes, did my makeup, got dressed, I know, super fancy, and now I'm gonna rinse out my hair, show you how I'm gonna do it. Okay, number 1, no socks. You come over, oh, first let me take my hair down. It's kind of awkward to film. I turn the shower head on, and literally what I do is I step on the sill, bend over, and just rinse out my hair. Now that I'm done, I just wring out my hair, grab my towel, turn it up again. Voila. Okay, so now you just saw how I rinse out my hair. I know it's not rocket science, but the point of me showing you is that in the time when you're letting the treatment process, you don't have to just sit around and do nothing. I did my makeup, I got dressed, I put on my moisturizer, and now I'm gonna start. Styling cream, these are what I'm using today. This has been a go-to favorite of mine for years and years. It is amazing. It is the 10-in-1 CC cream by Alterna Haircare. I honestly find that this is even more powerful than some treatments. So I absolutely love this. I will put this in my hair first, then comb it through. Recently, I've been using a lot of this Uemura Blow Dry Beautifier. It's more for before a blow dry, and it helps the curl or whatever style you get stay longer. However, I one day used this by mistake almost when I was supposed to get a blow dry, and I could not believe how soft and amazing my hair looked. So I've been using this as an air dry product and absolutely loving it. But you can also use it for before a blow dry as well. And then I'll finish off with the Ouai finishing cream. I love this stuff. It is super moisturizing, takes out all the frizz, and smells so good. And I just love the texture of it. So today, these will be my 3 air dry go-to. I love this stuff. I've been really using this for years. I'll do about 3 or 4 pumps. Again, I have thick, dry hair. Stunning, I know. I'll rub it in between my hands, and I just work it through all of my hair with my fingers before I comb it in. This stuff is amazing. Like, it really repairs your hair, and it really makes it soft and styles it nicely. Once I've gotten it through my hair, then I comb again, starting at the bottom and working my way up. And you really just want to again, you're trying to, the whole point of the combing is obviously to detangle the hair, but it's also really to get the product evenly through all your strands of hair. It's really gonna help you utilize the product. Next, I'm gonna follow up with the Uemura BB cream. Just sort of do the same thing, comb it through my hair, and then again, just comb it all through to get the product evenly throughout all of my hair. And then last thing, and by the way, I use a lot of different creams. Again, thick hair, you guys can, you know, play around and see what works for you. Last product I'm gonna use is the Ouai finishing cream. I absolutely love this stuff. The texture is awesome. I don't need too much, about a hazelnut size. Rub it in between my hands and just, again, do the same thing. P.S. I feel like this could be a new dance move. Like this could be the new Dougie or the new dab. You could just be like, woo! Okay, someone's getting a little bit crazy. Okay, so now the product is through my hair, it's combed out, and it's ready to just air dry. So I'm gonna let it be, and then later on, I am gonna show you, once it's dry, how I sleep with it the night that I wash it so that it air dries how I want for the rest of the week. So you just saw me wash my hair. You saw the shampoo I use, the products I use, the treatment that I do. That's really what I do on Tuesdays. I let my hair air dry. It ends up being a nice wave. Go to bed, I tie it into a low pony and I put some elastics in it. These are the elastics that I use. I buy them at a store here in Montreal called SOXBOX that my mom actually used to own for 25 years. These are awesome. They're really stretchy. They go, like, I have really thick hair, so it's odd that I'll find an elastic that can go around my hair like 3 times. This does, and it doesn't damage your hair. It's very soft. They last forever. I can find a link for those of you who don't live in Montreal where you could buy them. I'm sure they're available on Amazon. I took out my hair elastics, and as you can see, my hair, it's kind of in 3 sections, but it's just a very straight, light wave, and now I can kind of just go about my day like this, and it's dried perfectly, very soft, from the BB cream and the other creams, and that's it. What I really want to just sort of make clear is that I think it's so important to not overwash your hair. Again, if you have oily hair, well, then you may have to, but I think washing your hair twice a week is more than enough. I am more active than the next person. I work out a ton. There are ways around it. My hair a certain way to make sure that I'm not getting it too dirty. So the first thing you want to do is tie your hair into a nice tight ponytail sort of at the top of your head. Then what I do is I take I have a lot of hair, so I need to do it in 2 steps. Take the hair and I wrap it around and make a really tight bun on the top of my hair. Now, this is off my head. The only thing that's sort of being sweat is the root, and it dries. And you know, I have my little dingle dangles down here, but the bulk of my hair that's gonna be down doesn't get sweaty. I definitely think that not overwashing your hair is super important because, like, same thing with your skin, overwashing too much water, same thing with your skin, it dries out your hair, and dry hair is brittle hair, and brittle hair breaks. So we're trying to keep the natural oils that your hair has, the natural barrier that your hair has, intact. So I really suggest not washing your hair more than twice a week. Even if you have oily hair, try and push it, because it's the same thing again with oily skin. Like, if you have oily skin and you're always washing your skin and you're always using stuff to like reduce that oil, well, what do you think is gonna happen? Your skin's gonna produce more oil. So will your hair. Take a break from heat. I used to get 2 blow dries a week. I decided like about 1.5 years ago, I'm not doing that anymore. I get keratin treatments. I should be able to air dry my hair myself, figure it out. I did figure out a method, which you guys just saw. And since I've been doing that, my hair is growing in like leaps and bounds. Less heat, the better. It just makes sense. Don't put as much heat on your hair. It's damaging your hair. Use good products. Use products that are quality. Invest your money into good products. When I wash my hair on Saturdays, I use the same treatment I do for my air dry, which is the Uemura Ultimate Remedy. This product is like my holy grail product. I talk about it all the time. I started using it last August. When I started using it, my hair, I'm not lying to you, like my hair was here. Then my hair has grown so much and it just keeps growing, and my hair is so healthy, so shiny, so thick. And I would suggest you guys doing this once a week. I do it once or twice a week, depending what I have time for. But in general, on Saturdays, when I'm gonna go get a blow dry at the hair salon, I'll use the treatment and then the heat protectant product. These are the products that I'm gonna be using today before my blow dry. I first use this VERB leave-in hair mist, spray it all over my hair to detangle, comb it through. Next, I'll put a little hazelnut size of the Restore Instant Repair by Living Proof. Love this stuff. It's awesome to stop breakage that any blow drying can cause. It's also gonna help with protecting it from the heat. And last but not least, this is my all-time favorite heat protectant. This is by Keratin, and it is the Nectar Thermique. This stuff is so amazing for before a blow dry. It really does protect your hair from heat. So I basically just spray in this, comb it through, put that in, comb it through, put this in, comb it through, and then let my hair air dry a little bit before I get to the salon. Now you just saw what I do when I am going to get a blow dry. The products that I use, I'm always using a heat protector. It's super important to protect your hair from the heat. Also, when it comes to products, when I air dry my hair, using good products really makes all the difference. It really keeps your frizz under control. It really lets you get that nice wave that you want. And I just really find that using good quality products really do make a difference. I am somebody that when I go to a hairdresser, as you just saw, I wash my hair myself before. I go to the hairdresser. I like to have my hair already pretty much air dried. So I am here at BARB's, my hairdresser in Montreal, and I'm about to get my blow dry. My hair is pretty much dry because I've been letting it air dry all day, and it's the best thing to do because when you get the blow dry, you're using so much less heat. It dries fast. For my kind of hair, I do find that my blow dry will stay better, it will last longer, rather than coming here with wet hair and then, or getting my hair washed here and then having them blow dry out all the water. I just find it stays better, so that's a plus too. Wash my hair in the morning, I'll let it air dry, and then when I get to the hair salon, my hair is pretty much dry, so all they have to do is sort of run a comb and a blow dryer through it. It will take way less time. I find also that my hair stays so much better when they're not the ones getting the water out, but that it just naturally has come out by air drying. Do you ever notice when you go to a hairdresser and you get your hair washed and they like do this for like 20 minutes to just get that water out? That's heat getting the water out. Why? If you can, and if you have the time, air dry your hair before. It's natural. You don't need the heat to get the water out. It's just so much better for you. And also, like, listen, the salon that I go to, they use Uemura, they use awesome products. I don't know what salons you guys go to, but I've gone to salons where they put these like great Keratin bottles or Uemura bottles or L'Oreal professional bottles, and inside they're using dollar store shampoo that's horrible for you. You don't know what products they're using. They may not be using the best products for your type of hair. So do your research, find out what products are good for you. You get my hair done once a week. Some people only get their hair done for special occasions. Again, I'm only talking based off of my experience. If you're someone who gets your hair blowed out often at a salon, I would highly recommend washing it yourself before, letting it air dry, and using your own products. So I just left the hairdresser and my hair literally took 5 to 7 minutes to blow dry, and then we just passed an iron through it really quickly, and I was in and out of there really in 20 minutes. So that's the beauty of keratin. That's the beauty of an air dry before. Another little tip that I want to put out there is not to spend obscene amounts of money on shampoo. For example, this treatment is $60 Canadian, but the shampoo I buy for like a liter bottle is about $11 Canadian. It is a natural shampoo, it is sulfate free, it's paraben free, it doesn't have any bad mineral oils. It's a very good quality shampoo. You do not need to use $50 shampoos to have good hair. The point of using shampoo is to wash your hair, get out some of those oils, but not strip your good oils. So I would just recommend using a natural shampoo from a health food store. The Boo Bamboo organic shampoo that I use and just showed you is awesome. I've been using it for over a year. It does strengthen your hair. It makes it super shiny. I also absolutely love the VERB shampoos, and they're not overpriced, and they're super good for your hair. Again, they don't contain parabens, sulfates, or any of those bad things. If you have keratin treatment, sulfates are just not going to work because it's going to eat away at the keratin treatment, and it's just not good for your hair. So invest in a good treatment and a good conditioner and save on the shampoo. That's a really good tip that I learned the hard way after spending so much money on shampoos. It doesn't make a difference. So you're really throwing money in the garbage. Take your money and invest it where it needs to be, in treatments, in heat protectants, in good oils for your hair. That is worth. When I showed you how I air dry and get my hair ready for a blow dry, I showed you a lot of the products that I use. This is one product, the Captain Blankenship Mermaid Hair Oil. I actually need a new bottle. Captain Blankenship, feel free to send me. Just kidding. This is not sponsored, by the way. They've never sent me anything. I buy this. It's amazing. So basically what happened is I always do my research, as you guys know. When I was trying to grow my hair out more, it was saying like use essential oils on your scalp. It's really going to help it grow. Use cedarwood, use rosemary. So I basically was like researching different products that already had it. Found this one. It's completely natural. And what I would do is the day before I would wash my hair, I basically would take this in my hands like this, and I would just rub it into my scalp and kind of like go everywhere and give myself like almost like a head massage. And then I would tie my hair into like a loose ponytail or bun and go to sleep. Many of you are really trying to grow out your hair, really want to do an extra step to really push the growth of your hair and the health of your hair. I highly suggest getting the Captain Blankenship oil, or simply just using a good argan oil or a good coconut oil in your scalp, rubbing it all around and just letting that oil seep in overnight. And then the next day when you wash it out, it's gone, and you'll see that it really does go into the follicle of your hair. You'll have shinier hair, it's gonna grow thicker, it's gonna go stronger, and it's gonna grow better. Now that I've given you a lot of tips on washing, on product, keratin, and blow dries, I just now wanna talk a little bit more about the supplement aspect, because it's a really big craze right now to take these like hair bear gummy things. And yes, they're so adorable. These hot girls on Instagram are like, they're so good. Okay, listen, it's bullshit. I don't believe in that stuff. I do not believe in quick fixes. I've lived it. I've tried biotin, I've tried NutriCap. I never tried those hair bear gummy things, because I just, at that point when they came out, I was like, okay, I've tried all these like stupid gimmicky things. Gimmicks don't work. The same thing with detox teas, they don't work. You wanna strengthen your hair, then get to the root of it. Take a collagen supplement. I take, as you guys know, collagen peptides every single day and beef gelatin every single day. Anybody that I know that has added this supplement to their routine, their hair has started to thicken up and grow like a weed. So if you guys are having issues, please do yourself a favor and go buy collagen peptides, or go buy beef gelatin, or go buy a collagen supplement. My number one go-to is Vital Proteins. As you guys know, there will be a link below to buy it. But do it. It's a powder. You could put it into water. You can put it into anything. It is super easy to incorporate into your day-to-day, and it seriously strengthens your hair as well as your skin, as well as your digestion. It's so good for every single aspect of health, and on top of it, beauty. It's a really beautifying supplement. It is amazing for your hair. I cannot stress it enough. Every time someone says to me, can you tell me a supplement that I could use for my hair to make it grow? Like, how could I make my hair grow fast? I'm always like, it's gonna take time, but take a collagen supplement. I promise you, it works. I can go on and on and on when it comes to hair care, because I feel like I've lived through so many things with my hair that it's like out of control. Aside from everything I've already said, like the main things that have really helped are products, the lack of heat, the air dry situation, and like not having a blow dryer on my hair so often. And by the way, when I talk about blow drying, I'm really just someone who can't blow dry my hair. If you blow dry your hair at home, which is what most people do, one of my best friends happens to be my hairdresser, so I get my hair blow dried. But if you blow dry your hair at home, do the same thing. Wash your hair in the morning, let it air dry, and then go home and blow dry your hair later in the afternoon. Weekly treatments, keratin treatment, and 100% the collagen peptides or the beef gelatin. Those are the like real things that have really helped save my hair and make my hair grow strong, healthy, and thick. Keratin treatment has helped my hair so much. As mentioned before, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but how it's really helped my hair is exactly that. It lets my hair air dry super nice and like not as curly. It's relaxed the curl a lot. As I do keratin treatments every 3 to 4 months, but I really just do my roots. So I just do the fresh regrowth, because all that other keratin is still in my hair. So I'm not constantly passing an iron and damaging the rest of my hair with the heat. I'm really just doing my fresh, strong hair. What the keratin has done for me is it relaxes my hair. It allows me to wear it air dried without having to put any heat on it. And it allows me to get through blow dries a lot quicker without as much heat. So keratin treatment, I really can't suggest it enough. If you're somebody whose hair is damaged, if you're someone whose hair is naturally curly and you really want to be able to wear it air dried and not blow dried as much, or if you're someone who does need to blow dry their hair all the time, but you'd love to cut the time in half, keratin treatment and a little bit of air dry is going to do you guys. Something else that's really gonna help your hair and everything to do with your skin is eating a lot of good healthy fats. As you guys know, I do my bulletproof coffee every morning. I try to eat at least half an avocado a day. I try to get a lot of fats in my diets. Fats are excellent for your hair. So are things like omega-3 oils, probiotics, like anything where you're just keeping your system all healthy and good is going to help your hair as well. So obviously with anything that I talk about, nutrition, eating the right things, eating good fats, eating good foods, not eating processed sugars and refined foods is so important for anything, for skin, for hair, for gut health. Whatever you do, obviously nutrition is always the #1 thing. So now I've given you all my little tips and tricks. I've told you about all the shit that I went through with my hair. I got it to the stage that it's at now. Honest to God, never thought that this would be my hair. I used to like pray to God for this. So everything is possible if you put the time and effort into it. And if you really want something, I'm talking about hair here, but like at the end of the day, it can sound superficial that I'm talking about hair, but if it does take a toll on your confidence, then that is not superficial and that is so important. So feeling your best, feeling confident is the most important overlying or underlying, I don't know if it's overlying or underlying factor, but if you guys have suffered from anything, or if you are suffering with hair growth and situations, which I think a lot of people are, because it's a very, very asked for topic that people want me to discuss. These are all my tips. I hope it was helpful to you guys, and I hope that you can find ways to incorporate it into your life, and I hope that it helps you. All products that I mentioned in this video will be linked below. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them below on this video. Give me a thumbs up and kindly subscribe to my channel. Mwah! I had to. Little hair flip. Come on.